In a time of spiritual darkness ruled Jezebel the queen, a Phoenician princess, alongside her husband, King Ahab. Israel had turned its back on the living God. One man stood alone, Elijah, the prophet of the Lord. His faith blazed like a torch in the heart of a nation lost to idolatry and the worship of false gods. Elijah the prophet wagered his life against the prophets of Baal. The Lord himself had commanded Elijah to confront the prophets of Baal. The time had come to prove whose power would reign supreme. If the Lord is God, follow him, but if Baal, follow him. 1 Kings 18:21. The people were silent, and Elijah proposed a test. Let us make 2 altars and place a bull on each one. Then we shall call on our gods to send down fire and consume the sacrifice. The God who answers by fire, he is God. 1 Kings 18:24. The prophets of Baal went first, chanting and screaming and calling on Baal. But Baal was nowhere to be found. Then the 450 prophets of Baal cried out, dancing and slashing themselves, but there was no response. Elijah mocked them, saying, "Shout louder. Surely he is a god. Perhaps he is deep in thought or on a journey." And despite their frenzied calls, the sky remained silent. 1 Kings 18:27. Then Elijah repaired the altar of the Lord with 12 stones and drenched it with water 3 times until the trench overflowed. He lifted his voice to heaven. "Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God." Suddenly fire fell from heaven, consuming the sacrifice, wood, stones, and water. The fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt offering. At Elijah's command, the prophets of Baal were seized and executed at the Kishon Valley. When Jezebel heard of this, she boiled in anger and vowed to revenge. Fearful, Elijah fled into the wilderness. At Horeb, God revealed himself, not in wind, earthquake, or fire, but a gentle whisper. "What are you doing here, Elijah?" God reassured him and commanded him to anoint Hazael, Jehu, and Elisha as his successor. Indeed, Jezebel's time came when she was thrown from a window, and the dogs devoured her, fulfilling Elijah's prophecy. 2 Kings 9:33. Elijah's journey proved that God's power reigns supreme and that faith prevails over fear. His story is a testament to the victory of light over darkness and God's unyielding sovereignty.